The room goes quiet for a second before he says the name. Not yours. You clap anyway. Everyone claps. You clap the loudest, actually, because if you don't, they'll see it on your face. They announced it in front of everyone, so you'd have to smile through it in real time with no door to walk out of.
You sit back down, and the meeting keeps going like nothing happened. Like the ground didn't just move under one specific chair in that room. Yours. You think about the extra hour you stayed every night that nobody asked you to stay for. The problem you quietly fixed before it became everyone else's emergency. The version of you that showed up early, left late, and never once made it someone else's job to notice. And none of it mattered as much as the fact that he golfs with the regional director on weekends, and you don't. You sit through the rest of the meeting with your hands folded, nodding at the right moments, because the room is still watching. It's always still watching. Nobody prepares you for having to perform composure in the exact minute your composure is the hardest thing in the world to find. Afterward, people you work with come by your desk. "That's rough, man," said quietly, said kindly, said by people who then go back to their own desks and forget about it by lunch, because it wasn't their chair that moved. Nobody warned you the real system has a variable school never taught you. Effort was supposed to equal outcome. That was the entire deal you signed up for. Nobody told you the actual deal has a second signature on it: proximity. Who already liked who, before either of you did anything to earn it.
But here's what they never told you, sitting there with your hands folded. Fair was never a term written into the room you were sitting in. It was a story told to keep you producing at full output, while someone else quietly collected the interest. The moment you stop expecting that room to be honest, you stop spending your best hours proving a scoreboard wrong that was never designed to be accurate in the first place.
No fair fight. No fair judge. No fair outcome. That was never the deal, and you just stopped negotiating for one. People spend years of their life waiting for a room to correct itself. They wait for the next cycle, the next review, the next chance for the scoreboard to finally read accurately, as if fairness is a delayed shipment instead of something that was never ordered to begin with. I stopped waiting for the shipment. What do you actually gain by proving the room was wrong about you? Say it happens exactly the way you pictured it. They admit it, out loud, in front of everyone this time. We got that wrong. What changes in that instant? You know what changes? Nothing. The title is still on someone else's door. The year you spent earning it is still spent. You collected an apology and lost the thing you actually wanted. That's not a win. That's a consolation prize with better manners. So I don't wait for the apology anymore. Their agreement was never going to hand me anything real. It only ever felt like it mattered because I hadn't yet worked out that I could win completely without needing it. Here's the part that sounds cold until you've actually lived inside it. Unfairness isn't an obstacle you argue your way past. It's a constant, like weight, like gravity. Gravity doesn't apologize before it pulls you down, and it doesn't stop once you've complained about it enough. You don't negotiate with gravity. You calculate your position around it. The people who move fastest aren't the ones who got a fair start. They're the ones who stopped spending their hours proving the start wasn't fair and started calculating the shortest route from exactly where they actually are standing. Ask yourself what fair would even get you if that room handed it to you tomorrow. A cleaner story to tell people at dinner? A better excuse for why you're still in the same chair? That's the entire value of fairness. A more comfortable explanation for staying still. I don't need a comfortable explanation. I need a result that doesn't depend on anyone's permission. There's a specific kind of person every unfair room depends on to keep functioning exactly as it does. The one still convinced that if they just prove themselves clearly enough one more time, someone in charge will finally step in and fix it. That person is easy to manage. They're not building an exit. They're waiting for a verdict. And waiting for a verdict is the only thing a rigged room actually requires from you to keep winning. I stopped waiting for a verdict the day I understood the real question was never, how do I make this room see I deserved it? It was, what does someone with zero expectation of fairness build next, starting tonight, with no one's permission required?
Say this once and mean it. I don't fight for a fair outcome anymore. I calculate around an unfair one. Fair was never the deal. Winning still is.
You can keep sitting in rooms like that one, hands folded, waiting for a scoreboard that was never honest to suddenly correct itself in your favor. Or you can accept there's no verdict coming and start building something in the meantime that doesn't need that room's approval to be real. One of those is still playing their game. The other one is already playing yours.